Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege, and in this particular lesson we're going to focusing on how to create a vase and what can be add to make it interesting, and the vase is a container for a flower or flowers and water and some other things too. Some people put drinks in it and some make use it as a pitcher or a container of the other things. Anyway, base we have to have some kind of a dimension in mind. So I'm going to select a plane. Once we're going to be using Inventor, please start your inventors. Okay, and I'm going to be selecting YZ plane. YZ plane is a vertical plane. It's a front side view or right side view. Okay, and when you choose the YZ plane, computer is supposed to demonstrate a button on it to start a sketch. And to save your work, of course. On your OneDrive. It's a new sketch. Okay. And I press the right mouse button. Sometimes it shows me the new sketch button, an icon on the screens. Sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, I press the right mouse button, go to the direct screen menu, and select the create a new sketch. And this is the sketch number one, and we just created. Initially, I have an idea approximately what size it should be. I created on a piece of paper. It's a rectangle, more or less, and it's going to be small vase. I'm starting from uh, 1 inch by 4 inch rectangle. Okay, and that rectangle will help me to generate the dimensions. And once you create the rectangle, you want to dimension it, certainly. And that's going to be 1 inch. And dimension is going to be for 3 inches. Height is going to be 3 inches. This is just a construction line. You don't have to do it. Uh, uh, but it really helps. It's not mandatory. You're going to erase it at the end. But construction lines are highly recommended. It's a professional procedure. Pretty much everybody in this field does it. Not that they have to, but it makes things a lot more convenient. So the vase is going to fit inside this dimension, 1 inch by 3 inch rectangle. So I'm going to go to the line command, select spline command. We're going to be starting from a spline. Okay, and everybody knows about how the vase, what the vase shape is like, and so I'm not going to go into the detail of too much. Once you draw the arc, and you can modify the vase by just simply extending the ends. Now we're going to be using trim command. Okay, and the dimensions can be erased. And trim is going to be helpful for the accurate lines. You can erase the dimensions and then not, they already serve the purpose. Construction lines can be erased. You can modify you can literally modify some of the arcs to your liking. and finish the sketch. Zoom out so that you can see what you're about to create. Okay, and we're going to use create and revolve command. In the revolve, you need to select the axis. As soon as you select the axis, it will come up, and OK button. All right. So one of the things you're going to accomplish, it's filled solid vase. It's not empty inside. So we need to use the shell command to make it inside empty. I already assigned glass material, so I suggest you do select the material. And there's a shell command, and I'm setting the shell thickness 0.165. Okay, and it's creating a shell towards the inside. And just simply OK. The shell is created. Okay. So the question is, how do you make the inside the vase open? Um, there is an area that can be extruded and subtracted inside. If you create a sketch by mistake, just erase this sketch. Okay. So even though we created an empty space inside the vase and we need to open the top part, okay, the top part has to be open because it's glass that I can see inside. That's an advantage I have chosen in the very beginning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the thicken command and see I'm going to be able to open the top part of the vase so that we can put the water and flowers inside, okay? So I move my cursor over the thicken. Thicken, not only thicken something, also it's empties too. So you choose cut option of the thicken, and can everybody see this inside surface of the vase that I want to cut? I want to select that. Now to select that, I'm making an open window like this. Okay, it's been selected. Now I'm choosing uh, opening about 165. 165, that's the thickness of the vase, if you remember. Actually, I can make it 17 even. And create the cut. Now the vase is open on the top, as you can see, and it's inside now. Inside is available for the water to fill in, to put the flowers in, and so on. Okay, so vase is created. um, we need to use a fillet command to make the corners rounder, and that looks even better. And okay, okay. Save your work, of course. And where do you save it? You go to save OneDrive, and I will save what I'm allowed to save. Save as Waste 101. Save. Yes. Okay, so is this all about it? No, it's not. Again, let's be a little bit creative. Now that we have the vase, okay, generated and so on, can we make it a little bit more interesting? Can we make it more, a little bit more creative? Okay, that's the good question. So, number of the things is possible, and take your time to think about it. How you're going to do. A vase is a vase is a vase. Functionally, part of it is an empty container, and that's already done. How do you make it more attractive, more colorful, more designer work and expression of a style? So let's discover what we can do. I'm going to choose the bottom surface, okay, and create a sketch from the bottom surface, okay. And I'm going to go with the spline command again, all right. And spline command is an interesting command. It allows you to create shapes that normally you cannot create with the regular lines. Okay. All right. So I just generated a tick wrap around the entity, something like this. Okay. And let's see what we can go with this. Okay. It's a helix. It's a, and I'm going to just simply finish the sketch and use the extrude command. See if I can extrude this object. Okay. And how about 4 inches of extrusion? Would that work? Let's make it 6 inches extrusion. Would that be better? Okay, 6 inches extrusion should make more sense. And okay. Okay. We have something in our hands. And original vase has changed. This is a different kind of vase, becoming a different kind of vase. And I want to create a surface. I'm going to continue using, okay, so I'm going to create a surface. And to create a surface and then plane and then create a sketch, um, these are a number of options are in offset from the plane. I'm going to pull this out if I can as much as possible, just barely outside. This is my new work plane, okay, and I'm going to just simply okay this, click OK. The new work plane is, there is a purpose, there's a reason. I have a plan for this new work plane. So if you can click on that, you can create a sketch surface on this work plane, okay? And I want to draw some lines on this, okay? So I'm going to draw a rectangle on my new work plane, something like this, okay? And I want to rotate this also, the rectangle. And the center of the rotation is going to be somewhat around here, yes. And see if I can rotate it like this. Okay. Now, what am I going to do with this? Where am I going with that? Um, Done. We're done. I'm going to extrude this. My plan is to extrude it and to cut the top. But I need a dimension also here, and this should be a line dimension. Instead of 765, let's make it 1.5. Up, Control Z. Z, and delete. Okay, that's how I want to do it. And now that I'm finished, I'm going to extrude it. But this extrusion is going to be a cut kind of extrusion in opposite direction. I wonder if it's working. Yes, it is. And then OK it. All right, so let's take a look at another look at the vase. All right, we have. Now, I wish we can get rid of this surface, and I'm going to just simply raise the visibility. This is certainly not the front view. All right, so this is our new vase. It's getting interesting. Inside the vase, there is another vase that can be used as a closed container, but outside the vase, there is some kind of artistic design. You can literally change the material or add or make it more colorful, whatever you like to do. You can add even an image, okay, or a color. Or make it gray. It's totally up to you. Or pink, perhaps. Excuse me. So there are a number of things you can do. You can change the reflectivity. You can make it very reflective. You can make it more transparent, and so on. A number of things is possible from here. Transparency is a big deal. Obviously, you can just add more transparency, a little bit more. Right now, 30%. You can make it less transparent, more transparent. Increase the transparency. You can see background image. Okay, then you can apply to see more inside. So this glass is a special glass that it will be apparently ordered, okay, particular way. Okay, you can also apply a picture of it and so on. Okay, so that is some kind of a vase. Okay, not ordinary vase. It's some kind of an interesting vase, and take it as an engineering work, take it as an artwork, and some images and pictures can be applied also onto the base. Material has been already selected as a glass, okay? And you can look at it, how it is. And what else can be done onto the base? Number of things are possible that you can modify it more and further, okay? We can literally increase the quality of the image and picture. If you go to view, and then you're gonna see a lot of activities here. And for example, one of them is reflections, and you set your reflections on manual adjustment, automatic adjustment, and so on. So that's on the floor, on the ground. You can also refine the appearance. Okay, you can add a higher quality, a more realistic look. There it is. Okay, and number of things possible, and you can just literally make it perspective. All right, ground plane. There is a ground plane right now. Pink is a good color. We can always use pink, and higher quality image resolution. You select this, refine the appearance. Okay. All right. So everybody has a different kind of way. So look at the instructions. You're gonna find out the number of the things available, the other options. I put some pictures of the written instructions, and they literally to inspire you to some better ideas and procedures you may not know immediately. You call teacher and try to discover. I will discover it together with you. I don't know every single possible creative way of generating a ways. There are so many unlimited resources and creativities and styles available out there. But I can sit down with you, try to figure out how we can do it. Just raise your hand, call me, and I will work with you. Thank you.